Public transportation, where everyone avoids human interaction as much as possible. Hi guys, I haven't made a video for a little while and I apologize for that, but since it's summer, I'm assuming you guys are all going on trips, so I thought I'd share a few tips and tricks that I've learned from all my travels. So first, let's start with packing. Wheels are going to be your best friend when finding a suitcase. If you can find those suitcases with the 4 wheels now, that'll be amazing. I have yet to get one of those, but I borrowed one from a friend one time, and it was awesome! Like, you could take that thing anywhere! Next, you're going to want to find a suitcase that is colored or patterned, or you can easily identify it from a long ways away, because there's about 1 billion suitcases that are black out there, and when it comes down that little conveyor belt after you get off a flight, it takes forever to find yours. But if you already have a black suitcase and you can't afford to get a new one, because luggage is way expensive these days, my other tip is just to find fabric, an old t-shirt or something, and just rip a piece off and tie it at the end, and then when it comes down you're like, oh, and I would choose like a bright one, like a neon color if you can, or something really patterned that you know for sure that's yours, and then you can grab it a lot faster and just makes things smoother in that airport, because by then you want to get out of that place as fast as you can. Another tip I have for you is how to pack your suitcase. Now, the biggest tip I've ever learned is to roll your clothes and find Ziploc bags and put them in there, and then it'll be airtight. So what I mean by that is this: find a 2-gallon Ziploc bag, you can see that, and roll your clothes as tight as they can and stuff them in here. You can fit a lot in these bags, and that way you can even label them. So if you're doing overseas and you're going through customs and they have to open your suitcase, you don't spend the rest of the time with your suitcases flung everywhere and you're trying to shove everything back in how you packed it before. These are nice. They can just take it out, or if your suitcase busts open or anything, then it's all organized and it's not like more panic as it is. And if you don't believe me that this saves space, I dare you to try it. Trust me. Roll your clothes, put them in a Ziploc bag, make it airtight, and shove it in there, and you will save so much space and be able to pack so much more. And then just a few packing tips as far as clothes. Obviously you want to wear or bring lightweight layers, so like lightweight knits and basics that you can just layer up over and over again, because when I'm on tours, one day I'm in Minnesota and it's just raining like ice, literally. And the next day I'll be in Texas and it's 90 degrees and 90% humidity and I'm dying, because welcome to America. So given the circumstances of where you're going, obviously it's going to change things, but always have basics, even a sundress or just basic jeans and a t-shirt, and then just use your accessories to change things up. And now, the carry-on. So that is pretty much the most essential part of packing, I feel like, or surviving any trip, especially on planes, is your carry-on. And my first tip is actually to use a backpack. I love the North Face backpacks, plus they're cute, and because they're comfortable. I think as women's, we like those shoulder bags and stuff, and yeah, they're cute, or little duffel bags, but honestly you open it and it's just a big black hole of just a mess, and it's hard to find things, and especially when you're in those tiny little airplane seats, the last thing you want to be doing is like elbowing your neighbor, the stranger that you just met 5 minutes ago, and trying to find what you need. So I like backpacks because they have usually a lot of compartments and you can organize things really easy in there and find books and pens and all that stuff in there. And also, they are so much more comfortable. Like, usually I'm flying from a small place to a big airport, and so when I get to that airport I have to go through like 3 concourses and everything, and when I've had one shoulder bags, it's just, I can't, it's so heavy, and even if I do the shoulder strap, like, it's just uncomfortable. Those backpacks, I mean, you know, your weight is distributed evenly, and it's just a much more pleasant experience to travel with. So my first tip is to get a really good backpack, and plus they are huge. You can fit everything in there. And as far as what goes in your carry-on, it's basically anything and everything you will need, essentially, in case your big luggage gets lost. The key to getting all those things is to travel size everything. Nowadays you can go to Walmart or any other convenience store and they travel size almost everything you will need, which is really nice. And that includes, by the way, extra tip, an extra clean pair of underwear. When I flew overseas the first time, our luggage got lost or delayed for a couple days, and yeah, you just want to pack, it takes no room at all in your carry-on to pack an extra clean pair of underwear. You will thank me bajillion times better. Oh, and baby powder. Any kind of baby powder freshens you up very quickly, so 2 important tips that people don't like to talk about. As a little photography bonus tip is you always want to carry business cards on you. I know that kind of sounds like a no-brainer, but I've been in a lot of cases where you just strike up all these conversations with people on the plane and you never know networking opportunities. So no matter what business you own, if you are a photographer, don't be afraid to say that and have business cards on hand to give it to them. So another tip I have for packing your carry-on is, especially for women, we like to have basic makeup. You're not going to have your whole smoky eye on the plane or something, but you're going to have a little, you know, makeup, and especially if you're meeting someone special once you get off the plane, you're going to want to look halfway decent. So I always find like little bags. So I got this at the dollar store, literally $1 for this, and it's just a little essential makeup bag. And if I'm going to splurge on any kind of space in my carry-on, I'm going to splurge it with a neck pillow. These babies are pretty much heaven sent. So I got this for my birthday or something, or I think before I went on one of my tours. My mom was sweet enough to get me this as a gift. And before, I just always made it work and I like put a jacket and everything. But once I experienced this beautiful invention, I will never go back. So unless I'm really tight on my carry-on, obviously this is a frivolous thing for me, and I will, because I like to pack light and I kind of take pride in how light I pack. But if I do have space and I will take this guy, and obviously it's a lot more compact than a pillow, and sometimes when you go on those plain pillows, they're like, I mean, it's not even worth it. So yes, this is my little splurge item. And then obviously on the travel day, you want to wear comfortable clothes. My go-tos are usually exercise clothes. I'll have exercise pants, a jacket, and then just a t-shirt and stuff, because it gets cold on those planes. And socks. Always wear socks because my toesies get really cold. And then my last tip, no matter what traveling you're doing, is to hydrate yourself. I've gotten headaches and gotten sick, and you're going to be exposed to a lot of different climates usually, is you want to drink plenty of water and have chapstick. Those are like my surviving essentials for sure. So those are just a few of my tips to travel. I hope you guys have learned something. Another tip, I'd love to hear any travel tips that you have for me. I do travel quite a bit, so I appreciate any and all comments that way. So if you guys like this video, you know, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, all that stuff. I really appreciate it. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Have fun this summer and all your trips. Bye.